Welcome back. Lanky Pio Tuwai has returned to the Fiji Sevens camp 2 days before the naming of the 12-member travelling side to Las Vegas and Wellington. A fit-looking Tuwai was one of 17 players who turned up at Rugby House this afternoon before the squad was shifted back to camp at Pacific Harbour. It's understood that the talented forward was tending to his sick wife. He didn't attend last week's camp, but coach Ben Ryan confirmed that he was training off-site. Fiji Sevens coach Ben Ryan has called on Fijians for their support. Ryan tweeted this morning, quote, "Can we concentrate on rugby, please?" unquote. Despite being in the center of controversy over his salary, Ryan remains focused on utilizing the extra week he has between the two tournaments.
Fiji Sevens coach Ben Ryan strapping down for the 2 rounds of the RB series that aren't like any other.
Because we've got the week and then we've got a week break, so it's not like back-to-back tournaments. I didn't want to have them straight back into camp and then they would end up being away for a month.
USA falls on 24th to 26th Jan. 2 weeks later comes Wellington. The week between is damage control when the team transits again through Nandi.
It's an ideal opportunity if we have injuries or we have people that aren't perhaps on form in Vegas to make changes without any budget.
Ryan will name 12 players to travel this Thursday with 4 non-travelling reserves as he anticipates injuries to come in these 2 tough rounds.
I'll make sure that all the guys have got their visas that are in the training squad at the moment, because you know it's difficult to quickly get someone a visa, so that all needs to be done in advance as well.
The 16-member squad returns to camp tomorrow for another grueling few days at the Uprising Beach Resort. Training in the hot sun is something that the players will have to get used to. They'll be here until Friday. If we thought that New Zealand's Gordon Tijan's gut-busting exercises was tough, well, Ben Ryan is equally guilty. Fitness is key for the Englishmen, as top players have been dropped for being out of form.
The selection's got to remain open the entire season, based on ability and based on form, and that's all I can ask from the coaches, that we end up picking players that are on form, not on past history.
The national side flies out next week Monday to Las Vegas, where they are pooled with New Zealand, Australia and Scotland. William Tambuya, Fiji One News.
The Flying Fijians continue to search for more fly-halves ahead of the Pacific Rugby Cup in March. So far, Waiselu Beniali is the most highly recommended fly-half in the country, with the transition of players continuing at international level.
Still liking those positions at national levels, right? The only players we got is Seram and Bai, so Bai is over 30 now. We're still looking, now we're looking at players that we can build up, who can take us to a longer period of time.
National selectors were on the lookout yesterday when players underwent fitness tests here in Suva and in Singatoka.
Come in later, but at the moment we still haven't got the full squad now. At the moment, now we're still waiting for some of the players to arrive.
Oceania and International Athletics Federation officials have been asked to solve the problems within Athletics Fiji. The association is without appointed officials and is currently run by the interim committee. Athletics officials from 2 international bodies will be attending either the special general meeting or the annual general meeting to solve the ongoing problems.
A call has been made by Athletics Fiji Life member Paul E. for 2 factions in the federation to put aside their differences for the sake of the sport.
I very much hope so, because it's not nice to have rifts like this, and we hope that the special general meeting will sort out a lot of things and life goes on with athletics.
Fiji One News understands that Athletics Fiji currently has 2 factions, one led by Albert Mila and the other led by Ayodi Alakija. Differences arose after Mila was voted off his presidential seat, citing vote of no confidence at the Athletics Fiji Executive Committee meeting last month.
I think good sense will prevail, and a lot of talking, a lot of forgiving and compromise will sort this out.
Paul E. hopes this problem does not trickle down to the athletes. During the first athletics competition on Saturday, not all attended as some opted to stay away.
We hope that this rift won't affect the athletes and those proposed, those school children that's wanting to compete in athletes and athletics, but at the moment they are have some reservation about coming down.
Athletics Fiji has called for a special general meeting next week Saturday, followed by the AGM on the 19th of March. Oceania and international athletics officials have also been sent invitations to be part of the meeting.
They should be part of this meeting to sort things out, and they will bring in some fresh suggestions and so on. And we of course, rely a lot on Oceania Athletics to assist us and so on, and they should be very much part of this conversation.
It is hoped that after the meeting, an amicable solution is reached for the betterment of the sport. Irfan Khan, Fiji One News.
The Mba football team regrouped today as they aim to defend their Pile's Garments Champion vs Champion Series title on Sunday. The men in black came from behind to draw the first leg 1-1 in Nandi last weekend. But hopes are high for Mba to produce an improved performance in front of their home crowd at Govinda Park. Missing from this weekend's match will be striker Osea Bakatale Sau, while Tuimasi Manudha and midfielder Runil Kumar are doubtful starters.
Well, that will decide the CVC winners for 2014.
Real Madrid and Portugal forward Cristiano Ronaldo has won the FIFA Ballon d'Or award for the 2013, ending Lionel Messi's 4-year run as the world's best player. Ronaldo scored 69 goals for Real Madrid and Portugal last year, and his stunning hat-trick against Sweden in a decisive World Cup playoff was perhaps the defining individual performance. He defeated Barcelona's Messi and France winger Frank Ribéry, who helped Champions League winner Bayern Munich to a sweep of major titles. In a tight race, Ronaldo received 1,365 points, Messi had 1,205 and Ribéry got 1,127. Arsenal has leapfrogged Manchester City and Chelsea to return to the top of the Premier League with a 2-1 victory at Aston Villa today. And Liverpool's Daniel Sturridge may have scored the Premier League goal of the season in the Reds' 5-3 win over Stoke City yesterday. Superb playing provided for Luis Suarez second. Sturridge then turned the cross into an individual piece of magic.
In goes Sturridge! What a save! Butland! Sturridge! Surely that's it now! He's back with a goal! And Liverpool on for catching!
Manchester City midfielder Samir Nasri has been ruled out for 8 weeks with a knee ligament injury suffered against Newcastle. Nasri was carried off a stretcher after a tackle by Mapo Yanga Umbiwa in City's 2-0 Premier League win at St. James Park yesterday. 8 officials have been confirmed to travel with Team Fiji to the Youth Olympic Games in Nanjing, China in August. While all the participating sports have confirmed the team officials, table tennis is yet to submit their name to the Shift Mission.
With only 7 months left, Team Fiji has lined up its team officials for the Youth Olympic Games in China, including Chef de Mission Carl Probert. 8 other officials from various sporting federations will be part of the Team Fiji contingents.
So we'll have a monthly team officials meeting to update, get a report on and feedback from the officials on how the athletes are preparing, and for us to give them additional information.
3 sports, weightlifting, swimming and rugby sevens are so far confirmed to take part. Rugby will be led by inspirational coach Ben Ryan, and manager Saleh Sorvaki are believed to carry high hopes in terms of winning medal at the games.
Rugby is definitely qualified. Ben's the coach, Saleh will be the manager, so they're clear for qualification.
Athletics, triathlon, hockey and table tennis will take part in the qualification rounds to seal a place into the Youth Olympic Games from next month.
We've got all the athletes either training or competing in trials. We've got Meli Malani training in the US and Florida. Athletics just had their trials.
The Team Fiji officials will gather for their second meeting next month, and all these in a hope to field a better team in China. Vashnil Prasad, Fiji One News.
Fiji Hockey Federation is looking forward to recruit new coaches as they go into the new season this year. The federation is expected to review the contract of its current coaches and will be recruiting new heads with plans for development teams in the West and North. This process is expected to be held early next month.
We have coaches right throughout the country, and the importance of having coaches is that we can decentralize the training sessions in all over the country. What is really important here is that every year our coaches' time expires, and then what we need to do is bring in more coaches. For instance, after every event we normally call for coaching staff. the head coach is still in place, that's Hector. For the rest of us, we're here, and then after our time, we get reviewed by the executive board.
Raiwai's Rebels volleyball continue their winning streak over their arch-rivals Marist after beating them 2-1 in the final of the Suvavo tournament yesterday. This has now set a platform for this weekend's Battle of the Powerhouses between the capital and Raiwai. The build-up tournament for the Ngilio and Belo Cup, which was held over the weekend at Suvavo Village, proved successful, with 21 teams turning up.
It's the first time we're having this Battle of the Powerhouses. It's just that we brought the game here to Suvavo because we have selected our under 15 and under 17 grade from Suvavo Village. So it's just like a moral booster for the youngest volleyballers, and it's a training run too for them.
Roger Federer overcame stifling heat as his bid for a 5th Australian Open title began with a routine victory against Australia's James Duckworth, winning by 6-4, 6-4, 6-2 to advance into the second round. And the defending champion Novak Djokovic overcame the stubborn resistance of Slovakian Lukas Lako to reach the second round. The Serbian second seed battled through the first 2 sets but cruised through the third to win 6-3, 7-6, 6-1.
Well, it's all about, in the first round, ironing out the kinks. 40-15. There have been a few kinks to get ironed out, but he's got better as the match has gone on. And that
game, set a match, Djokovic.
Novak sends a ball high.
3 sets to love, 6-3, 7-6, 6-1.
What he had to do.
Women's top seed Serena Williams is also through to the next round after thrashing Ashley Barty 6-2, 6-1. Williams took 57 minutes to overcome the 17-year-old local Hope Barty in the showpiece evening match. The American world #1, who is seeking an 18th major title, extended her winning streak to 23 matches.
You get the impression
advantage, Williams
against the 5-time Australian Open champion.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Officially 57 minutes.
Meanwhile, 7-time Grand Slam champion Venus Williams has made another first-round exit from a Grand Slam championship. She lost to Russia's Ekaterina Makarova on the opening day yesterday, 2-6, 6-4, 6-4. The Indian cricketers touched down in New Zealand yesterday with world rankings on their side, but Captain Dhoni says the Black Caps still pose a threat. India will meet New Zealand in a 5-game one-day international series, followed by 2 test matches. India will have to beat the Black Caps in the ODI series to retain their top spot in the ICC rankings, as Australia and England have a chance to overtake them.
Not exactly New Delhi. The reception for India in Napier tonight. MS Dhoni taking centre stage in Auckland today and desperately trying to talk up New Zealand's chances.
You know, they're a fantastic side. They've got good bowlers in the side now. So I would rather go into the series, not taking the New Zealand team lightly.
Last year in 2009, India claimed the series 3-1. And though there's no Sachin Tendulkar and no Virender Sehwag, their batting remains their strength. Their one-day bowling, the big problem. They've conceded more than 300 7 times since October. The captain now tired of talking about it.
It has been a common question, people always talk about our bowlers getting smashed, but we have seen, over a period that they have improved, the death bowling has improved.
Also conceding, he now knows the name of Corey Anderson.
That's what happens in international cricket, you play big innings and people talk about you. So even the greatest of cricketers, they always start from, that first game, like if you talk about Sachin, he also went there and played the first game as an international cricketer. So you always start from scratch. Of course, he's someone who has got a lot of power.
Dhoni the one who'll wield the power of Indian cricket on this visit. Their other stars unlikely to front media. As always, India's here on their own terms and hoping to begin 2014 with a bang.
That's sports for today, Vili.
Thanks, Myron. Stay with us with World News after the break.